Good afternoon and welcome to Titan Talk. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. Today you've got myself, Lieutenant Coop. We also have our gracious local talent, Captain McFarland.
Afternoon.
And then we have joining us today, like always, because he likes the punishment, is we have Lieutenant Shaughnessy. Thanks for joining us, man.
I feel like I'm out of timeout now. Finally back.
Irish.
So today we're going to be doing a reaction video, and it's a little bit of a short one. I'm not going to give too much detail on it. The video itself is probably about a minute and a half, maybe just over that long. It is in Arizona. It is a shoplifting suspect. PD catches him off property. They go to make contact. The video happens, and like I said, I'm not going to give too much of the video itself out. And then as soon as when the video's over, I'll give you the disposition, so that way your stomach can turn a little.
Great.
Because I know you love that.
Start it. Let's do it. Hurry up.
All right. So
Hurry.
Oh, don't start with me.
I got my fidget ball today of our benefits provider.
Yeah. Keep entertained for a second.
Start juggling the one ball.
Yeah. I can't juggle.
Right,
I can do 2, not 3.
You guys ready? Mm-hmm. All right.
How's it going?
Can they see us? Oh, that's the whole point of the reaction, I thought.
How you doing?
It's not working.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to expose you.
Put your hands where I can see them, all right?
It's a GoPro. I'm lucky to get it to work sometimes.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't do anything stupid. You're detained right now, okay? Relax your arm. Relax. Put your other arm.
Is that like a
back.
beach
You're gonna go
towel?
down to the ground. Put your other arm.
So they're
behind your back
detaining him
and
because the
go to
initial call came through that he was potentially armed.
Oh, boy.
Right there. That's exactly what happened with our guys out at that one grocery store. They got one on and not the other.
Yeah.
You gotta hold on to that thing for your life.
What's going on here?
Stop, or you won't go. Okay, now you're going to prison, bro. Stop.
Oh, that looks like something on his
what's that?
waistband. Oh.
Get on the ground.
All right.
Oh.
Got on the ground pretty quick.
So that's the video. So, and everybody, when I saw this initially, I saw exactly what we all saw. The pointing out in his waistband. Excuse me, that came out really out. What was in his waistband, what was pointing out to the side there. So the paramedics arrived after shots fired, along with backup. Paramedics jumped on the individual to render aid.
Didn't make it, did he?
No, they pronounced him dead on scene.
Yeah, he went down pretty hard.
Yeah. Upon rendering aid, they found 3 knives on him.
I saw something.
That was a knife. It was. There's no detail on the size of the knife or anything, but they did confirm that he had 3 knives on him. PD, the officer, is fine. He sustained minor injuries to his hand where the guy was grappling with him. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, everything else was.
How'd the officer end
normal.
up on his back? I mean, some people
as they wrestled
prefer to be in that position. Like when I was doing wrestling, like talking out of my rear end here, but I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has a lot of ground tactics where you're on your back, you're strong.
I know Jiu-Jitsu, you're on your back a lot.
And
it's
so,
more defensive.
Yeah, and you can use, just different techniques, and maybe that's where he's comfortable, but I just don't, I mean, it just seemed weird.
I would not feel comfortable with that at all.
Not there. It just depends. Like some
I
people,
think
because
it's
you can
situational.
use your legs a lot better, and your legs are a lot stronger than your arms. So I've just seen different techniques, but I don't know if he went to it on purpose or what happened there.
That I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah, that's not in the report or anything like that. So, but yeah, so they pronounced him. The officer did go to the hospital with minor injuries to his hand during the scuffle. But other than that,
did he end up any legal action taken for the shoot?
Nothing's been made public as of yet.
When was
that? Was in February. So nothing's been made as a.
It's a tricky one for sure. I mean, 3 knives on him, but I don't know if I would. It happened so fast that you don't even know if
he can articulate. Yeah, if he can articulate that he was in fear for his life.
Like I said, the initial call came out that it was a potentially armed robbery or armed shoplifting, because they reported that he had a weapon on him. But when the officer arrived, obviously you couldn't see any of that until the scuffle.
Right.
So
I mean, we teach in our class that you can only go off of the facts that you know, right? At the time, so
you can't be judged on stuff you don't know.
You get armed robbery, your mind's automatically going to firearm. You saw something that represented a firearm during that scuffle. You know, those two right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all the facts that you got right there.
You put yourself in a position of a reasonable officer.
Yeah.
And so
Now, something along with the suspect, he had been reported multiple times for shoplifting. That particular day, he had been reported twice in the same store.
yeah. I don't know why people just love stealing so much. It really doesn't make sense to me.
You know what I saw? And I
it's
lost,
not worth losing your life over.
No.
lost all hope in a lot of people. When I went into one of our buildings and there was a note that was written on the door and it said, "What you stole from me today was a diabetic pump. I have diabetes and I will die without that insulin." They're basically begging for that insulin to get back. I'm like, dude, because it's one of those buildings where the mailboxes aren't really secure. It's just behind a door that you can follow somebody in and see. Yeah. And I'm like, how can you not return that? You know?
Yeah.
What use do you have for it? It's
I mean,
just
the last time I recently had a porch pirate.
I remember that.
And
wasn't it the same? The guy worked for the company.
You're talking about
so I'd ordered, and it's nothing special, but I ordered coffee. And
yeah, but you buy that Black Rifle, it's like $100 worth of coffee.
it's actually about what it was.
yeah, it was like a 5-pound bag.
Yeah. And so I got the delivery notification arrived
I
late.
was out there, it's gone.
Yeah, I got it late. I got it. I had ordered food. It showed up, and then I looked at my emails and I noticed, oh, my package got delivered. I was like, well, I was just out there and I didn't see it. So I was like, well, what? So I double checked it, and it said it delivered 5 minutes before my DoorDash arrived. And so I went through and did everything and checked, and go to find out my DoorDasher had taken it. So I did everything I could. I reported it and everything like that. I was like, well, that's lost. Reached out, got my package back.
Yeah.
But it was, little things like that. I mean, it serves no purpose to you. What's the point in taking it?
Right.
I mean, I get it. It's coffee. But and the funny part about it is I got it back. Like, they came back, they pounded on my door and left it at my door. The box was unopened. They hadn't even opened it. So they snatched it, took it, and then brought it back a week later.
I think people have
unopened.
It's like a
culture.
I think theft. Now, big part of it is usually drug fueled, because when you get addicted to hard drugs, you'll do anything to get your hands on them. Right. I've seen it firsthand with people. So, but aside from that, I mean, feeding your family, I guess. But these people aren't stealing to feed their family; they're stealing, iPods and they don't even make iPods anymore. But like AirPods and all that's just stupid.
Well, I think that law enforcement, not necessarily law enforcement, but like cities and stuff, they've made it such a normalized thing. You see a lot of videos on social media, and it's people walking into a Nike store or any of these big outlets, and they walk out with like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff.
There's a store on the plaza that is literally broadcasted. All the criminals know you can walk in, and as much stuff as you can get. Once you hit the door, you're off limits.
Exactly.
Well, I see, and there's videos out
I
of.
won't say anything. But
I said there's videos out of states that I'm not going to name, but of like Home Depot. People will walk in, they'll fill a cart full of power tools and just walk out, and the store employees are just standing there like, there's nothing we can do.
And we're the ones
and it's
that are
thousands of dollars of merchandise.
We're the ones that end up ultimately paying for stuff like that, because their policies, insurance prices are going up, and it's just a pain in the ass that people are shitty.
Yep.
Yeah.
No way around it.
And this video is a perfect way of showing that you don't know what you're getting into. You might get these guys that are super calm, super cooperative at first, and then within a minute, that's what you have on your hands.
2
You've
to
got an
10.
altercation.
I've noticed that it typically happens whenever you go to put somebody's hands behind their back, is when they'll just start tensing up. The officer was super calm in the video.
You notice in the video when he tells him, put your hands behind your back. He goes to do it initially. He takes his left hand and he puts it back there. And then the guy realizes, oh, I'm probably going to jail, and decides to fight. It's that instantaneous, it's that, I'm not going to jail today. And it's that thought process that it clicks in. And
Just follow directions.
Yeah.
But I think,
directions.
obviously I didn't want to interrupt the video when I said it, but I think it's important that we teach it in our class that once you have one handcuff on, you do not let go of that second one no matter what, because we had that incident where it was 3 of our officers scuffling with a person, trying to detain him. They had one on, and the hook of the handcuff got into his neck and tore down his neck, like inches from his artery right there. And I was like, oh man, like
you never know how strong somebody is or how well trained they are at defending themselves. So that's why we have to make sure our training's more, harder, and longer. But Did we get any good news?
The officer is fine.
That's good.
That's always the good news right there.
I mean,
Nobody needs to die for shoplifting.
No.
It's ridiculous.
I don't. The biggest thing is when it's a lawful command and it's something like this, and you know you've been gotten, just go with it. Don't just
the gig is up.
The gig's up. Like there's no point in fighting. There's no point in doing that because that's
Why were they at like
pointless.
a construction set looking site?
They had walked away from the store, so
Yeah.
the call came in. The suspect left the store.
I remember you saying that. I was just
and
like,
then he caught him down the road or something like that.
Middle of the field.
Yeah.
With all the stolen goods.
Well,
wasn't
I'll
me.
never understand why people are willing to lose their life over something that you're not even going to go to jail for. You know,
And you can hear him in there. He could hear him in there. He's like, okay, now you're going to jail.
Yeah,
before
right.
Before he was going to either take the product back and give him a ticket.
I think he said
or
prison.
just
For assault on an officer.
Yeah, but I mean, it's you took something that
Ticket.
you took something that was ticket level that was going to be, hey, give me the stuff
And you
back.
took something that
here's
didn't
your
belong to you.
$125
Yeah.
ticket. We'll see you in court. To what would have been if he had got arrested. Now you're going to prison for assaulting an officer, resisting arrest, and
Right.
you know whatever that falls else under. To worst case scenario, now you're not.
You're not
Now
really-
you're not here.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's like,
Yeah, that guy's
why
got-
over something so small as $50 worth of whatever it was, or whatever he had. I mean, it's not worth it. It's just
Nope.
the gig is up.
What are the comments looking like?
Diego says hello, welcome, Diego. We missed you. Suzanne says hey. 400 Kittens says coffee.
I do love coffee.
And Suzanne says we need to start paying Shaughnessy with energy drinks, and I don't think that's a half bad idea.
Paying him.
Honestly,
he doesn't need
just
any
keep it
more
doing. I'll be
caffeine.
like
But I'm just
I'll
saying,
be like a hamster on a wheel.
We just take his salary and we
never
we-
stop.
We invest that in the energy drinks for him.
Be a lot of
Yeah, can we
energy
get that
drinks.
in my offer letter? Like,
Yeah.
We'll
salary
take
plus
case-
No,
a certain
case
amount of.
salary minus that. So whatever
See,
that
I
costs
just-
us, we take that from your salary.
Well, that wouldn't make any sense. He could just buy him himself then. That's what he does.
Yeah, but this would be
That seems
think-
like
I think
him
it was
buying
more of like
Monster with extra steps.
yeah. It is.
It's just him buying Monster with extra steps.
I think that
Here,
was-
we're going to
Thanks
take
for
money
joining
from
us.
you because we know you're going to buy
I think
this.
that was George telling me to knock down. What in the world was that noise?
What was that?
I don't know. Oh,
I think that was George telling me to
computer update.
slow down energy drinks. And I won't, George. Just
What
let
else
you know.
is there?
I'm
trying
gonna
to
say
think. Weather
other-
sucks.
Weather's. What do you mean weather?
I
sucked?
blew a belt.
It was so nice this weekend. I walked 3 miles and now I regret every minute of it.
I blew a belt on my mower,
That's all right. Listen here, Golden Fence.
so my deck doesn't work. I can't get
I
I
saw
can't
that
get the blades. to
email where he
spin.
said like I'm comms dark while I'm mowing, and I just wanted to respond and be like, I wish I had a yard.
No, you don't.
Must be nice.
No, you don't. The dogs love it. I do it for the dogs.
Hold on, Suzanne. You are not going to contribute to his habit of energy drinks. You let him do that on his own.
No.
I like to have
If she
property
wants
to
to,
stay away.
No,
Well,
absolutely not.
hey.
We are not. No, not. That's not
See,
acceptable.
I would accept them.
No.
So I'm just saying.
No. Weather, let's see. It's going to be mid 80s all week. 83 degrees, 81,
89 next Tuesday.
Nice.
Yikes.
84 on the weekend.
That pool is getting opened.
Gold line pool with his gold fence.
Yeah, exactly. Water's dyed gold. Gold. I don't know why I came up with
Why
gold.
am I dyeing water gold?
I don't know.
I'm
Just
just set
show
in.
off how you live in basically heaven.
I'd
Takes a
say
lot of work.
Other than that, there's a little bit of clouds throughout the week, but other than that, it's going to be nice weather.
It's 400 degrees in this office.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
It's
what-
actually pretty hot.
I mean, it's gotten a little bit better than when we
You're
got in
getting
here.
shiny today too. You're normally pretty good.
I
You're
was
closest to the.
dripping.
I'm closer to
dripping
lights.
sweat when we got in here.
They're like LEDs though.
It
They
doesn't
don't have
matter.
They don't put off any heat.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can't tell me
still
that I was
wearing-
wrong about it and then use it as an
Why
excuse
not?
for yourself.
Let's start wearing
Absolutely.
sunglasses in here.
Should wear, yeah.
I mean, it's like it's like we walk into a room that's just like the equivalent of the sun. You know,
It is
It is
pretty
warm.
It is pretty bright.
Just
in here.
point it right
Crispy
at us.
today. It's because it's getting warmer outside. So
And it's all windows in here.
I bet Ryan Smith would have his heater on.
He would. Absolutely.
Yo,
he would.
we can't even talk about hot rooms. Have you ever been in your office?
I've tried it.
That
everything
office
I can
is,
to get it
is
turned
an
down.
actual sauna. I think they use it as such too.
I have to
They-
keep.
they addressed it.
I have to keep
God.
Lieutenant Ortiz on a kind of like a tight bound with that because she's got a little heater on. And last week it was early morning on I think Wednesday or Thursday, and normally we turn them on for fans because you have the fan setting and the heat setting. When hers turns on to the heat setting, it's got this awful noise it does, and I heard that come on, and I was like, "You did not just turn the heat on. It's cold. No, it's not. No, you turn that off right now because I don't want to be in an 85-degree office. Turn it off.
Yeah, I'd rather be cold than hot.
The cold you can throw layers on.
Right, exactly. And then You know, if you're hot, you're just like sitting in.
You can only
sweat.
get so naked.
There's only
Yeah, exactly.
You can only
Exactly.
get so naked.
I don't know if I was gonna say that on the podcast, but
what is what it is.
I don't have a filter.
Let's
know.
see.
you know what's funny? I think it's funny
I
that
got Sergeant Pat, Suzanne. I got Sergeant Pat in a Groot coffee cup. He
uses it quite a bit.
He does.
No, well,
And
it's.
sometimes he gets energy drinks. No,
I
no.
got Pat in a little squishy kitty that he puts in the. It's a kitty,
Like a-
squishy. It's like a squish ball,
Like a
but it's
stress ball?
but it's a cat.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm waiting for Brian to get our cool cars. That say Titan on the side.
oh, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, they're little squishies. If you guys ever want to send the cat,
you know
to me,
how
you can send me a squishy.
so I went and helped Homeland when the IRS building was unlocked and somebody tried to go in, and these kids came running up and he had all this cool stuff to give out, and I was just like, yeah, I'm here, because it was like a line almost, like they went
Actually,
to him,
that's a really good idea.
and then they came over to me and they were
we
like,
used to give out baseball cards
I don't have anything for you, man.
We gave out baseball cards.
when I worked for.
I can give you,
Oh, okay.
I can give you my business card.
We
that
have
you
somebody
can
here
use.
saying Titan security blankets in the swag store.
I mean, yeah.
No, because
talking
people are
about
going to
how
bring
hot
those
it
to
is.
post and they're going to be found in blankets. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yes.
I do not feel left out, Suzanne. I do not do any of those bad habits anymore, other than nicotine. Thank you. And
You were off that for a little bit, though.
no, I was never off of that.
It's like
Not while I
Tasmanian
was here.
He
devil.
cut way back.
Not while I was here.
He cut way back.
cut-
Every once in a while, I'd see it would look like Thomas the Vape Engine. Just
You'd
like
know.
something broke down on his car. I was
You'd
like,
know
what's
when
wrong?
You'd know when I'd left a meeting that I wasn't allowed to have nicotine in or vape in for anything for like an hour or 2 hours, because I'd walk out and you'd just see this huge just plume come out of nowhere, and they're like,
Were you
good?"
the one-
Wait, why does
Were you the one that showed me the vape?
the vape competitions? Yes.
And
Oh
the-
my god.
The vape wedding pictures.
Yeah.
Talk about
yeah,
cringe.
You know those
It's bad.
You remember back in like probably 2015, 2016, where they have vapes that didn't have any safety precautions?
Yes, I have one.
Safety. Yeah, and they would just sit there and they would have actual like 1v1 competitions of who can blow the biggest cloud.
This dude was
So
vaping
I
out
had
of
a-
it. This dude was vaping out of a tablet. He was just like, it looked like
Yeah.
the
There's
Peter
a-
Pan
like, how
flute.
did- there's- they
and
made
it
a-
was just,
They made an unregulated mod. It was
of course, Coop has it.
I feel like
no, I don't have it. No,
Oh.
this thing is it's like this big by like that big by like that, and it is like 15 or 20. 18650 batteries, which is like a flashlight battery, like the Streamlight flashlight batteries. And like 15 or 20 of those. They are all
That's
ran in
probably not good
series.
for you.
No, and he brought it in for a vape competition, and he hit that thing, and it was like he was creating. It was like his own fog machine, basically.
Yeah.
Like all he had to do was hit the button, and it would start fogging from it. And he was just like, "We're gonna do this," and I was like, "You're fucking crazy."
Do people think that's cool or something?
I don't know.
Because I can't think of a more uncool.
I couldn't get into it. Somebody tried to get me into it. Like, yeah, you just put zero nicotine in there and you just go. And I was like, why? I'm
whole
doing
point-
this to get the nicotine.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point behind this.
Don't vape, people, especially when
let's
you're
see.
at work.
Lobby says uniform to approve. What the hell is that? Woobies?
Whoobies.
Whoobies?
My whoobie.
What's a whoobie?
It's from that movie. The whoobie it's like a blankie.
Is it like the what's it?
My whoobie.
Oh, we should get those.
What's
We should
the
get those
mov-
hoodies.
Bobby, what movie
like
is that from?
the blanket that you can wear.
Yeah, that's
We
what
should just
Snuggie.
get those
Snuggie.
Titan approved.
Is that what- is that
yeah,
what it is?
yeah. We should get those.
No.
No, you know, Snuggie's kind of like a whoobie. But
Yeah,
Lobby,
if
what
I-
movie is that from? Is that is that the one with the toaster and the vacuum cleaner and the whoobie? It's like a yellow squish.
that old school like.
It's a cartoon. Yeah, my whoobie.
That's a whoobie?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
If,
wow,
I,
that
if, I,
is-
if I was ever at
What
a
Lobby
building,
say?
He hasn't said anything yet. Suzanne says I drink 2 pots of coffee a day. Energy drinks aren't that bad.
Diego,
That's what Patton
post a
does.
picture of a whoobie in the comments.
Mr. Mom. is what
Oh,
Lobby
that's
says.
right. That's a great.
I don't remember
movie.
that movie. I remember the vacuum and then I like all that, but I don't
Well,
remember the name.
I was
of it.
thinking of a different cartoon movie where there's the vacuum
what I'm
in the radio or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
TV
yeah,
with
yeah.
the weird
With the
antenna.
antenna.
But Mr. Mom, that is, she has her whoobie, and I think something happens to it in like
and the
that,
U.S. Army.
The
Do they really? Oh, that would
if I was ever at a building and somebody
Mr.
like
Mom,
the
I love
security
that
of the
movie.
building approached me and they're wearing like a Snuggie, I don't
Yeah,
care
no.
what they're saying. I'm laughing at them.
you
Like
give it-
Mr. Mom, 1983
there's just no way
film.
I'm leaving.
it's a great '80s movie. I feel like Brian likes it.
I guarantee you he does. I'm looking for a picture of the
he-
Whoopi. I don't have any.
He has to take over because the wife goes out to work, which
Yeah.
in the '80s was very not.
Wasn't common.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. And so he has to do he can't, like the vacuum machine has a mind of its own. The washing machine's broke. And he keeps picturing his wife having an affair with the boss because he's a real misogynist, typical CEO corporate guy. It's really good. I actually just watched it
Poncho
last
Liners,
year.
a.k.a. Whoobies. Mr. Mom is hilarious. Haven't seen it in years. The vacuum ate the kid's whoopee.
That's right. The vacuum ate it because the vacuum is one of those old metal, silver. You can see yourself vacuuming.
If somebody hit you with it, you die.
Oh yeah. It'd be hard to wield the thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Sassy chewed my freaking $600 Dyson vacuum that Shanae's had forever. Sassy chewed the cord in half.
You spent $600 on a vacuum?
They're Dysons, bro.
Look at his face. It's hilarious.
You can go. I order vacuums off Amazon for $20.
I bought mine I bought mine on Amazon
This thing
for
will
$110.
pull the carpet off the
Why would
the
you want
subfloor.
that?
Cleans the carpet.
It cleans the carpet.
Yeah,
really
but
good.
every time you vacuum, you're scared. Am I about to ruin my house for a second?
No, I sit there and I go.
Not if your carpet's on right.
Oh my
yeah.
God, that's like the ones that
I got
wax
double.
the
I
hardwood.
have double padded carpet, so I
$600.
gotta have good suction.
It's just like he
It's all
flexes
custom.
when he doesn't mean to. He's like double padded carpets.
It's super nice. You can lay on it. It feels like
He's not wrong though. You can lay on his carpet. It feels like you're laying on a bed.
That's it. Where do you live?
Usually
Like, you
a
just got
mansion.
you get mansion
it's
for
not
sure.
that big.
God,
We've had a conversation about this. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave you alone.
I work hard for my nice stuff.
Mr. Mom.
I was fortunate.
Very.
It was my wife's parents' house that we bought, and they did everything custom,
Yeah.
everything.
nice.
Instead of 2x4s, just
Wait,
2x6s.
as much as a hard time as I give him about
3x6s.
it, he does work very hard, and he's done a lot to be able to have that.
Oh,
type
yeah,
of
no,
thing.
I mean,
we're not that lucky. It also helps.
A few things aligned up for me.
It
It's
also
nice.
helps that his wife, for some reason, and I
Puts up with me.
wish I knew, puts up with him long enough for him to be able to get stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say earlier is that every time we go into any type of event, meeting, or anything, I get a conversation from him saying you got to be appropriate, and then I'm appropriate and he is not, and I'm like, why is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is also
Great podcast today.
I'm gonna agree with you. Also, being the guy who always says before we start the podcast, make sure your phones are on silent. And then the one time
the
my
only
phone goes
person that's
off,
ever interrupted the podcast with his phone is right here.
So
That's crazy.
I can kind of understand that on the side.
My whoopee.
I think it's funny. Yeah, because he does comments like that. Like,
That's not inappropriate.
Let's see. Mrs. Doubtfire is a favorite movie of all times.
oh, that's a good one.
That is a really good one. That's
She
another
knows.
one.
She does this on
I know,
purpose.
I know. She didn't even call me first this time. Leon just FaceTime butt dialed me.
I just accidentally hung up on her.
But I mean, that's pretty much it, dude. I don't really have much. We could go on a tangent about movies, but Twisters.
I don't watch
Twister
that.
2 is
my-
coming out
yeah,
soon.
What was that? Why did that just show up on my desk? There was like a bunch of like the covers for Twister. They just showed up in the
Brian
patrol
made it
rooms.
for Leon because Leon doesn't think Twister is a good movie.
Oh, we got to get that. We got to get that. The poster that we made of Leon.
Oh, yeah, we got to put it on
We
the
haven't.
podcast.
We haven't showed that
The
yet.
I Want You poster. I got it. I'll have. We'll have to have Mike send you a digital.
I think
Mike, if you're listening, will you?
I think Brian's got it too.
Yeah, he does because he made that flyer.
Mike, if either of you are in here and you're listening, send me that. We want to put it on.
I need to find out from Brian if he wants us to promote that day where I'm grilling like all day.
I think so.
Oh, that was an awful picture.
Oh, he asked me to talk about that.
He did ask you to talk about it.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull up the email
How
on
he
it. Keep
cropped
him,
you into a woman's face.
keep him entertained.
I got a jet here in like 5 or 10 though.
That's fine. Keep him entertained while I look this up.
You're
on the ball.
Looking at.
You're on the ball. There you go.
Ow now, brown cow. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Who knows what movie that's from?
What? Where did that come
Who
from?
knows?
sorry,
Who knows what movie that's from?
You catching me so off guard. I'm
The
having a
Human
hard time
Torch
looking
was
at the email.
denied a bank loan. The Human Torch. I love scotch. Down into my belly. Scotch, scotch, scotch.
Will you become like a? Will you make a
I have
YouTube
Tourette's.
channel? No, you
just-
don't. I actually got a free. I'm not even going to tell that story on the podcast.
Good.
But
Good decisions are being made over
yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
Just
You
follow
should
me
open up a
around.
YouTube channel where you just read like the scripts of all the movies, and then we'll get the video of the movie, and line it with your voice.
If I could do that, my voice is so annoying. That's why I don't listen to these podcasts. But I don't have like a cool deep voice. It's just me. It's whiny. I sound whiny.
Brian, you're gonna have to send me that again so I can get that. I can't find the original.
Well, we're doing an
email.
event where I'm cooking, so everybody come. I have to go get my grill from my house to take it down here. That's usually on truck.
we need to get an office Blackstone grill.
I've got one in my house.
Those things are awesome.
I have one. I finally got my wife to let me put it up on one of the decks because I had it out in the yard and I would never use it because it took so long to take on and off the waterproof cover. So, yeah.
You just proved my point time and time again.
Hold on.
That was a birthday gift.
No, one of my decks.
I got 3. Technically, I have 2 and then a front porch.
Lobby, you'd be a master,
Dude.
sir.
Backing out of your driveway scares me.
It's a long,
So bad.
downhill driveway.
If I didn't have a backup camera on that Explorer, I don't think I could do it.
You get used to it. What is this?
Lobby just sent us the teams.
You want my whoopee?
And it says, you want my whoopee?
That's a great movie.
You,
That came out like
hilarious.
20 years before Shaughnessy was even born.
Suzanne, we
we're
already
like
did
that.
a vote on
Actually,
who likes
16 or
Twister.
17.
We already did a vote on that on the Twister one. It's in one of our previous podcasts.
I saw
Mostly everybody likes it.
Yes.
I saw a TikTok video where it was like a snip of a movie, and it was just the guy got turned into a walrus forcibly.
What?
Oh, that's where that one guy. It's like a horror
Yeah,
movie. It's like a
and then
slasher.
they just, instead of putting him down or anything, they just put him in a zoo, and it's like an entire movie of him just hating living in that zoo.
It's the guy from.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
He's
know.
in a lot of movies. He's in a lot of horror movies.
That's not helpful.
Yeah, I know.
It's this one actor.
I'm
He's in a
seeing
ton of
myself,
movies.
Yeah. I'm pulling myself out of this
He's
conversation.
going with
You'll
the
know him
name.
when you see him.
He's got the eyes, and,
that
and he's
face.
got a nose.
He's got
and,
that face with the stuff on it, right?
Yeah.
You would recognize him if you've seen modern movies. He's in movies.
Okay.
There's a movie guy. Try to think.
So-
There's a famous movie that he's in. I'm trying to think of what it is.
Well, if you remember, you
We were
remember.
so confident
seen
that
the-
we weren't going to
have
go
you
on
ever
a
seen the
tangent
movie
on
Accepted?
movies.
It's about a college admission.
Yeah. Are you-
He fakes a school. That main guy.
the kid or
The kid.
or the teacher.
No, that is Lewis Black, who is hilarious.
Oh, he's hilarious. I
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
dropped an F-bomb. He is.
Is that like illegal on here?
No,
or-
I just don't like doing
You
it.
monetize, people have to sign into.
This video is already technically demonetized or would be demonetized because of the
Oh,
Explicit.
man.
We did just watch someone shoot somebody.
Yeah.
So it's probably got a warning.
yeah. Within about
Do your little beep
40
thing.
minutes, this
Do
will
your
turn it
beep
over.
thing when you say it.
I gotta go over here.
Let's hope it's the right one.
It is. I mean, it's kind of hard to miss it when I've got it labeled censor.
Oh, I don't know. I can't read it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do we have any shout outs?
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like we haven't done shout outs in a couple of days.
I did one.
Did we do that
Friday?
one?
for-
Did you do one on Friday?
I think it was Bassett. I did
Yeah.
for Friday.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Who's been doing a really good job? That I know.
I say
let's see.
As I say, the taking a second to think about it isn't the fact that there aren't enough people doing a good job.
Yeah, it just
It's
means
just
which
so
one
many
deserves
of you
it.
guys.
It's how many? There's a ton of you out there, and it's who's not going to get mad if we say your name on YouTube and call you out. Check again.
I'm drawing a
What are you
blank.
sending me?
Did Ryan
Mine's-
send it?
Can I do somebody that's on deployment right now? Can I give them a shout out?
Baby?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just
I
make
was-
sure
Oh,
that
Lobby.
make sure you don't say it if they don't want to be recognized.
Well, it's Beatty, so I don't
Yeah.
care.
and then if it is somebody that you don't know, just make sure that
Beatty
you know
usually
that they
watches. I
wouldn't
don't know
care.
where he
Yeah. He hasn't been watching the past couple times.
Probably-
I haven't seen him actively in the
Probably
chat.
doing something.
Yeah,
But
leaving
shout
all
out to
the
him. We miss you.
leaving all the parenting duties to his wife.
Yeah, right.
Poor lady.
All right. So I think on that note, I
that
think,
woman can bake.
Yo,
yes.
yeah, those.
Like,
you have those cinnamon
she's-
rolls downstairs?
Is that from her?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When,
All right. Well, we're gonna.
When
I'm,
did they get
I'm gonna
here?
call it.
When did they get here?
No, we're not.
Like Saturday.
We're not talking about
too
this.
far.
All right.
I'm on a
So I'm going to
diet.
call it. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for everything you guys do out in the field. It allows us to continue to act like idiots on YouTube.
Yep.
And allows us to do so many other things that we're able to do as well. So thank you guys so much for all the hard work and dedication. Thank you for joining us on the podcast. When you guys do join, thank you so much. If you guys have anything you want us to review video-wise, you're welcome to send it to me. I will take a look at it. Please don't forget to comment if you guys watch the video and tell us what your reactions are to it. And other than that, we will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
We'll go one.